Hi family, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm OYOKO, but you can call me V. And I have been seeing this trend lately where people are romanticizing their lives, where they are actively centering themselves and acting like the main character, exuding that main character energy. At first, I was enjoying these videos, watching these videos where people are cherishing the simplest things in life by being more present, by being more mindful, thoughtful, adventurous, intentional. I'm here for it. I am here for it. I praise that. And I looked at myself and thought to myself, I am the main character. I am the main character in my life, and I've always been the main character. Are we not all the protagonist in our lives? We are all playing the leading part in our lives by simply living. Simply living. Okay, so this motivated me to look up the definition of romanticize. What does it mean to romanticize? So I have a couple of definitions for you here, 3 actually. So the first one is to think about or describe something as being better or more attractive or interesting than it really is. To show, describe, or think about something in a romantic way. Second one, to romanticize is either to put a positive spin on something that wasn't great or to behave in a romantic way. Third, to romanticize can mean to act in a way that lends itself to romance, such as buying flowers or making goo eyes. A more common meaning has less to do with romance, but also involves wearing rose-colored glasses. If you romanticize war, you're making it sound like a glorious, beautiful thing. To romanticize is to interpret things that are not glamorous in a glamorous way. Okay, so reading this and reading some more, information on what it means to romanticize and romanticism in general, as in the movement, it kicked off a whole new train of conflicting thoughts as to why people feel the need to romanticize. Then I started to think, okay, so what will be the purpose of wanting to romanticize your life? Is it to be happy? Is it to live a life that you aspire to live, but you don't have at the moment, and therefore you are going to trick yourself into believing that you do have that life? Or is it just you wanting to be living in complete disillusion? I know it might sound harsh, but those were the main things or themes that came to mind, or concepts that came to mind. I was like, oh God. Because I found myself wanting to do this too. To some degree, I've been doing this. I've been buying myself flowers. I've been doing things that make me feel happy, that make me feel, worthy or loved by doing these things, these external things. So thinking about this, I started to try and make sense of what it will look like. Does this include negative experiences? Do we romanticize and glamorize negative experiences in our life? But why do we want to romanticize life? Why can we not be mundane, boring, mediocre? Why not celebrate the ordinary? Why is that in itself not okay? Why do we have to romanticize it? And don't get me wrong, wanting to appreciate life and celebrate yourself and centering yourself and being mindful and thoughtful, all of those things, there's nothing wrong with that. It's like, I'm here for all of that. But the need to glamorize those other things, the boring moments, the sad moments, why is there a need to do that? To romanticize implies that life itself is not enjoyable unless you do XYZ to make it bearable. If you do XYZ to actively enjoy those everyday things, then it's fine. And I think that's where the problem lies. in my eyes, in my opinion. I think that's where it can become dangerous. If I look at myself, I allow myself to have balance. Not everything has to be positive, and that's fine. Your life can still be romantic if you just be, if you just live. Those unflattering moments can still be romantic if you let it. There's nothing wrong with just like not living your life like you're in a feature film that is groundbreaking and has 5-star reviews. Are we not all trying to figure life out? Like, we're all here together, and this is our first time doing this, like, you know, doing this life thing, like living. We're all doing this for the very first time, and we're all doing this, we're winging it, we're trying to figure this out. Yeah, so I see romanticizing your life as changing your perspective and not giving yourself additional tasks so you feel like your life is worth living because you're doing it in a certain way. Also, it's very driven by emotion, and it puts so much emphasis on the things that you do, the activities that you do, that's supposed to make you feel a certain way so you can be in love with life. Which brings me to the next obstacle. What if you cannot do these things? I've seen people making videos about traveling. I think traveling in itself is, you know, a privilege, that people are able to travel, that have money and the capacity to do all of those things, and that they have, you know, maybe the mobility. Being able-bodied already gives you the privilege to do such things. What if you cannot even do these things? Not to say that, you know, romanticizing your life means, by definition, that you should travel. I'm not saying that, but I've seen such videos where people are traveling and going to these beautiful destinations. And I'm like, if that's romanticizing your life, then am I failing at life? Am I failing? Because I'm going to start questioning myself. What am I doing? Because whatever life I'm living is not that good then. Like, it's not that good. Looking and then comparing myself and just like comparison in general. That's what it will do to you. That's what I believe. Like, I'm a firm believer that will make it dangerous in a way. It comes with a certain set of privileges. So if you are unable to act in certain ways or to do these additional tasks, does that now mean that your life is not worth living in a way because you are unable to do these things and therefore live the life that you dream and, you know, romanticize the life that you have? Because it's all about the feeling in a way. I don't think we should romanticize our lives because it will potentially lead to self-interrogation, where we feel or think that simply existing is not enough anymore. You're glamorizing the normal things, but also maybe the harmful things in your life, the negative experiences in your life. So I think that's what we are. I think we all should be wary of those practices, and if we want to romanticize our life, to be wary of those things, because we have been internalizing how a good life should look like, how a successful life should look like. We've internalized those ideas, those images. We've seen it on our screens all day, every day, just by being on social media, how the life that people are portraying on the internet is what we think is successful and, you know, great. So we need to do those things and implement those things in order for us to feel like our lives are worthy and glamorous and amazing. So therefore we need to romanticize it, even when it's just normal. Which, you know, there's nothing wrong with having a normal life, whatever that means. So regardless of whatever you're doing in your life, you are already the protagonist. You are already the main character in your life. I am already the main character in my life. Do what you must to keep yourself sane in this dog-eat-dog world. Whether you're living with your parents or you're struggling to get by, you're working 2 to 3 jobs, or you're just doing the student life thing, all of that. in all scenarios, you are still the main character. Regardless if you buy flowers, regardless if you, I don't know, take time to appreciate the oxygen that you are inhaling into your beautiful lungs, healthy lungs, and exhaling it out, regardless of you staring, I don't know, at the sky and appreciating the clouds. Whatever you do, literally whatever you do, it doesn't matter. You are still the main character. You decide how your script will be. You will decide how life will look like for you. You have main character energy. And I simply don't see the things that I do as romanticizing. I see that as just me doing those things and just living. I'm just living life. I'm just living life. And I don't want to sound melodramatic, but from main character to main character, let me tell you, death is unavoidable. We are all going to die. Like, let's be really, really honest here. We will die. Death can be around the corner. Doing what you please in the midst of chaos to make life bearable. Do whatever you need to do. Do whatever you need to do to survive, to live life, to feel loved, to be in love with life. Like, I just don't like the term. I don't like the term or the phrase romanticize your life. I want to end with an article that I found about why you should or shouldn't romanticize your life. And I will put that in the description as well, so you can go and check it out. I mostly agree with what she said in that article, so go and check it out and read it, and let me know your thoughts. Anyway, I will read a paragraph. She says here that I dislike the term romanticization in referring to the practice of sensationalizing smaller or trivial moments of life, as it seems to only be used to belittle those who choose to do so. The word has morphed into an insult under the lie that those who are unwittingly enveloped in the pleasures of life are somehow incapable of realism or hard work. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. If you agree, if you disagree. I will link the article in the description so you can go and check it out. I resonated with, almost the entire article. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. I hope I made some sense to you. I hope I did not leave you more confused and got you to think in a way, like think differently about this trend. But yeah, I'm all for like having fun and living your best life and being the main character. But all of that is, yeah, you never know. You never know. I think, yeah, I'm not gonna think anymore. That's maybe a good thing to do, not to think that much anymore for the rest of the day. So I hope you are well. I hope you go well. I hope you stay well. And I will see you in the next video. Deuces.